start things off, we'll introduce Great Valley's starting lineup. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 15, Zielinski. Batting second and playing third base, number 24, Curtis. Batting third, the right fielder, number 34, Nemeth. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 11, Sigarnik. Batting fifth, the starting pitcher today, number 12, Metric. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 7, Cahill. Batting seventh, the starting catcher today, number 27, Carr. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 33, Luzzi. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 10, Zio. As well as the starting shortstop, number 1, Iams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Unionville Horns! Leading off and playing center field, number 7, Jack Riggedy. Batting second, the starting shortstop, number 12, Sean Matson. Batting third, today's backstop for the Longhorns, number 20, Stevie Thomas. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 6, Ben Bachelari. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 4, Scott Henson. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 2, Tyrion Daly. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 1, Drew Del Colo. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 14, Connor Brooks. And batting ninth, the right fielder today, number 17, Grant Heineman. And the starting pitcher today for the Longhorns, number 22, Carter Parisi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you all stand and remove your hats for today's presenting of the national anthem. This will be played by dual violinists, Claire Lee and Savani Shiverson. Hang on, I said that wrong. Srinivasan. Sorry, Savani. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, you two. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are set for some Unionville baseball!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We join you on this Monday for another beautiful afternoon of Unionville baseball. I'm Nick Evans, joined by Alex Harkins. And Al, we got Unionville versus Great Valley today. And the last time we saw this squad, it was a pretty easy day.
Yeah, one of the two games that Unionville has walked away with a win in mercying the other team. But also, let's mention Carter Parisi, who's coming off a complete game a week ago. Unionville's got all the momentum heading into this one.
Well, we're about to get started here. Like you mentioned, Carter Parisi was fantastic in his last start, and the Longhorns are hoping for much of the same today, and we'll get it started here. Carter starts things off with a ball.
Yeah, one thing Carter did so well last game was just pitching to contact, even though he didn't rack up the strikeouts. So
Right.
I'm looking for him to do a similar thing here today.
Yeah, if he could be half as good as he was in that game against Ruston, we'll have a pretty easy time today, as that one's fouled off. Carter the 1-2. Not quite, little outside.
That's a good pitch from Carter. We mentioned not getting a whole lot of strikeouts, so that was a good one to get one on.
Carter working with a fast pace early on, goes to the breaking ball. That one's flied out to left, and Brooks is there for the first out.
It's actually kind of impressive. Zielinski's able to hit that ball as far. Ball was at least above his shoulders.
Number 24, third baseman Curtis.
But that's what you want. If guys are swinging at that today for Great Valley, with Carter on the mound, it's going to be an easy day, as you said.
Connor Brooks out there in left, Al, who made that catch. He has been out of the starting lineup for a little bit now, but he finds himself back in there today.
Yeah, and he got a base hit last time we saw him against Haverford. So you think maybe he's broken out of that little slump he was in?
First pitch ball from Carter upstairs. Fastball ripped up the middle, and that'll get into the gap, and it'll roll all the way to the wall. Curtis pulls into second with a double. He's standing. Took a little slide at the end. So a double for Curtis, and a runner in scoring position for Great Valley.
Good piece of hitting there from Curtis. Just hit it right on the buttons. As you want to do, Carter threw him a fastball.
Here's number 34, Nemeth, from the left side. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Carter's up 0-2. Strikeout after a double big here.
Absolutely anything to get the second out.
Carter's windup is in there. Strike three on the fastball, paints the lower outside corner, 2 outs.
Number 11, first baseman Sigarnik.
So here's Sigernick. Fastball in there for strike number 1.
Carter seems to be pretty comfortable at the lower part of that zone to begin this game. A couple of low strikes being called. Good to see the umpire giving Carter those calls as well. Last game, umpire wasn't as generous with ones near the knees.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. You hear it from the Longhorn bench. They'll tell you what happens here. 0-2. Swung and missed. Stevie picks it out of the dirt, goes to Bachelari at first, and he makes the catch. 1 hit for Great Valley in the inning. It's a double in the second at bat. Other than that, they leave him stranded. We will go to the bottom of the first. 0-0.
Now batting for your Unionville Longhorns, number 7, center fielder, Jack Regany.
Jack Regany starts things off here for the Longhorns. He'll face Metric on the hill for Great Valley. Number 12, left-hander. Jack lines the first pitch up the middle for a solid base hit. He'll push for second. They bobble it around out there in center, and he's in there standing. So a double to start things off for Regany, and here comes Sean Matson.
Yeah, and if the center fielder, Lucy, picks that ball up cleanly, might have a shot at him.
Sean Matson.
But he just couldn't pick it up in time, then the speed from Regany buys himself an extra base.
Matson, the switch hitter, will hit righty against the lefty Metric. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0.
Matson's been so good lately from the left side, getting a chance to get his right going.
Hit several balls hard on senior day on Saturday. Didn't walk away with any hits, however. As Regany takes off and it gets by the catcher, Regany dove into third, so will not get home. Missed opportunity there, but still no outs.
Yeah, no slide. He might be able to score there, but you take it either way. Easy stolen base for Jack, and now a great opportunity for Sean to get things going.
Sack fly works in this scenario, ball on the ground. Anything to get Regany home, and with his speed, most will.
Anything but a strikeout or a pop-up.
Right. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Sean fouls one off, 2-2. Sean waits for his pitch, swung and missed. He was late on that one, and he is down on strikes, and that brings up Stevie Thomas.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that one, Nick. You could tell with the way he swung at the baseball a little bit late, in fact, very late. It's almost like he realized it was a strike and then swung after it hit the catcher's mitt, but clearly looking for a breaking ball there.
Ball in the dirt. We're seeing a little bit of velocity out of Metric so far.
Yeah, he's got some decent stuff. As we know, power on power can result in better things for the batter here with Stevie up at the plate.
And Stevie has been as hot as anybody as of late. Had a phenomenal day on Saturday. Hit everything hard. Had a triple that turned into a little inside the park home run on a throwing error. Multiple singles. And if there's a guy you want up with a guy on third, it's probably him right now if you're this Longhorn club. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. And now, last chance for the Longhorns in this inning to get a run home. Ben Baccelleri, first baseman, steps in, number 6.
Well, give Metric some credit. That's 2 strikeouts against 2 of probably
Really
the
hitters,
best Unionville
right.
hitters in this lineup without allowing a run.
Interesting. Multiple first pitch breaking balls now from Metric.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works, works. So far, he's gotten Matson and Thomas down on strikes here. Could get out of the inning unscathed.
Swing and a miss by Ben there. Jack Regany still on third, waiting to be hit for his leadoff double. A called strike. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 if you're just joining us. Bacelleri's got a 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Metric. Swing and a miss. And after a leadoff single by Regany, Metric strikes out the next 3 batters. And we will go to the second. 0-0 Unionville.
For Great Valley, number 12, pitcher Metric.
So Metric, after 3 consecutive strikeouts to Sean Matson, Stevie Thomas, and Ben Baccelleri, all with Jack Regany waiting at third. Will lead things off here against Parisi for Great Valley, and he swings and misses at pitch number 1.
Yeah, Metric had a really nice bounce back on the mound last inning, but let's not forget about Carter. Had a very good first inning himself.
Metric fouls that one off, 0-2 to him. Parisi's 0-2 is not quite there, a little low. Stevie tried to frame it like he does, but did not get the umpire's favor. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Stevie will have to go to first with it again. He does with no problem. And 1 away here.
And so far, Nick, the off speed for Parisi has been on point. Lots of swings and misses, and to add to that, he's been getting a lot of swings of pitches out of the zone. So even when he's missing his spots, he's still getting strikes.
Both pitchers look sharp so far early. That'll bring up Cahill, number 7. Carter gives him a first pitch ball. Tough spot there. Shoots one into left, and Connor has trouble with it out there, but he will stay at first. It'll be a single for Cahill.
Number 27, catcher Carr.
That'll bring up number 27, Carr, for Great Valley. Double play in order here. And Carr shoots that one into left. It'll be a base hit. Regany gets it in.
Number 33, center fielder Lucy.
You may have got that one right off the barrel, whether that was off the end or right on the handles. That ball just kind of died out there in no man's land.
I thought that was hit harder than it turned out to be.
Courtesy runner number 2, Halciona, taking over at first base for Great Valley.
Halciona will take over as a courtesy runner for Carr at first. Lucy up now. Parisi trying to work his way out of a jam. That's a good start with the first pitch strike. Runners take off. Oh, 2 after the pitch is fouled.
Great Valley trying the double steal that time. Got to be careful, though. Stevie Thomas is behind the plate, not a guy you want to challenge.
Maryland commit back there has certainly had some success throwing guys out. He'll try it here at third. Del Calo not able to field it.
Wow, that ball will take his glove off.
Hey, we got 2 now, boys. We got 2.
That's
Number 10, left fielder Cristinzio.
That's impressive from Stevie to be able to throw a ball that hard out there.
Say Stevie threw that one so hard. I mean, Drew, you could see it looked away.
Yeah.
But Great Valley executes a double steal there.
So now Cristinzio takes a first pitch strike with 2 outs. That last pitch and the last of that was a strikeout call, by the way. Second pitch, breaking ball, not quite there. A little low and outside, says the home plate umpire. Longhorn bench not happy about that one. Fastball not quite there. So the last one was down, that one was up. My question right now, where is the strike zone with this guy?
Yeah, he's not missing by much, is he?
I'll try again here. Breaking ball, that one's in there.
Yeah, had to give him that one.
And Parisi's location sharp so far, Al.
Yeah, again, 2 balls in this at bat, but they've been near misses. As have all the ones today.
That ball's in the dirt, good block by Stevie. He's working with the fastball, the breaking pitches, and they've all been around where Stevie wants them.
Yeah, and right now you have first base open, but you want to finish off number 10 here.
Full count, Carter looks to do so. That ball's in the dirt, so a walk loads the bases with 2 down. For the top of the batting order, Zielinski.
Yeah, shame that Carter loses him after all those close pitches, especially. He was right there in that at-bat.
Interesting, Zielinski, the DH leading off. Not something you see often as he fouls that ball off.
Yeah, typically your leadoff man is one of your quicker guys. You figure maybe you can put him somewhere in the outfield with those legs.
Breaking ball, not quite there, a little outside, 1-1.
And you can see on his misses, I mean, Stevie hasn't had to really reach for his misses. They've been right there, as you said, Nick.
That ball's low and in, 2-1. Carter gonna have to make some bigger pitches here. Does so there. That ball's popped up. Del Calo and Madsen communicate it. Brooks comes in and makes the catch. Carter gets out of it after loading the bases, gets the final out. Great Valley does not strike in the inning. We will go to the bottom of the second, 0-0. Scott Hansen starts us off in the bottom of the second. 0-0 if you're just joining us here at Unionville. Great Valley loaded the bases last inning, but Parisi able to work out of the jam.
Yeah, great job by him, and we focus on the guy on the mound right now, Metric. Unionville with as good a chance to score as you'll have, not able to get it done.
Hansen pops one up to second, and second baseman makes the catch. That's Cahill.
That's a nice catch by Cahill.
Number 2, second baseman, Tiernan Daly.
Tiernan Daly steps in, second baseman today. Sees a first pitch breaking ball for a ball. That ball's low, 2-1 to Tiernan.
Tiernan's been a lot better in the last couple games offensively. He's finally gotten his bat to go.
Fouls that one off. Certainly a possibility it might be the new walk-up song, Al.
Yeah, you know, I think he's had two of the better ones
Yeah.
out of the team.
Running by 21 was his original. Switched it up. You'll hear it a few times today. Strikes out there on the breaking ball, and the Unionville hitters have not been seeing that pitch so far.
Number 1, third baseman, Drew Del Colo.
Drew, a guy who's gotten a lot of time off from the plate.
He's got to take off his chain here. Del Colo, after the chain is off, takes a first pitch ball low.
Yeah, what I was going to say is, you know, Drew has had a lot of time off from the lineup. Maybe that'll help his bat to start moving a little bit more here.
Takes a strike there on the fastball, 1-1. Certainly someone who's capable of getting hot and producing at the plate. Lays off that one. It's called a strike. Might have been a little low. Del Colo will zone back in on the 1-2.
Yeah, interesting he gets that pitch, especially after a couple ones that Carter missed.
And a ball outside, 2-2. Del Colo swings and misses, so he strikes out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Longhorns here in the second. We will go to the third. Pitcher's duel so far, Al. Nothing.
Now batting for Great Valley, third baseman Curtis.
So Curtis will get things started for Great Valley in the top of the third.
Carter's doubling in his last at-bat.
Yes, he did. Shot into center field, right around, if you can look out there, on the left of the Unionville baseball sign, where you can see that number 5 blue jersey out there. It's right around where he hit the ball his last time up. A few bounces and off the wall as Parisi hits the 35 pitch mark in the top of the third. Stevie picks that one out of the dirt, 1-2. As the dust swirls around the backstop. Bit of a breeze today. Cooler day, but certainly nothing too bad, as that pitch is a strike on the fastball, 2-2.
Yeah, Nick, I'm just glad it's not raining.
Right.
Like it was last week.
certainly got a little wet some of the games away last week. Specifically, Oxford was tough. Ruston as well.
I think Ruston was even worse
Yeah.
than Oxford. And that was the game Carter had his complete game.
Yes, it was, and he is low here. So Curtis draws a leadoff walk.
Right fielder, Namath.
That brings up Namath.
Drew playing in, right on the edge of the grass.
Runner takes off. Stevie, throw to second is not in time, and it gets into center. Curtis will advance to third. Regany misplays it in center. Probably wouldn't have had a chance at him anyway.
Yeah, I think maybe the throw could have possibly hit Curtis there. If not, it certainly put Daly off.
Nevertheless, runner on third with nobody out for Great Valley here in the top of the third frame.
Yeah, it's a shame, too, because Namath was squaring. You know, in my mind, that's a free out. And now you have a runner on third.
Stevie certainly had enough on the throw, just not the most accurate. Too far right of the bag. And he lays down the bunt. Parisi doesn't even worry about the run, just flips to first. So a well-executed bunt there, and Great Valley is on the board first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I think that's the first safety squeeze that we've seen this year. You know, and it's interesting because some teams like the Longhorns have pretty much never showed bunt, and then there are other teams that do value it, and every time they get a runner on or a runner in scoring position, you always see it.
Longhorns take more of an analytical approach with the things they do, although they do like to steal a lot, which is anti-analytics, but when you have the horses for it, such as guys like Regany and Matson and Heineman, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, two of the names you mentioned, Nick. The two leaders in the league for steals in the Chestnut, Matson and Regany.
Swing and a miss there, foul tip. 1-1. As Sean Regany retrieves the ball. Sean not in the lineup today.
Yeah, he's been in a little bit of a slump lately. Chance for Connor Brooks to get some playing time.
He's made a couple plays and left out there. Swing and a miss there. And 2-2 is the count. Swing and a miss, pitch in the dirt. Stevie locates the ball, goes to first. Bachelari not able to field it as Stevie bounced one over there on a hop. So a strikeout, but the base runner will be saved first. And now Metric, the pitcher, comes up to bat.
Yeah, I don't want to give him a free base runner like that. Carter gets the strikeout, but yeah, we have a runner aboard. Stevie just spiked that one up the line.
Missed opportunity there. Tougher throw for Stevie. That ball kind of sat right on the baseline. He had to sort of go into foul territory to try and make the throw as a bunt is laid down there. Stevie goes to first.
Wow. And I'll say, Nick, I mean, that's actually a really impressive play by Stevie Thomas. I mean, he pounced on that ball as soon as it made contact with the bat. Made a nice strong throw over there to the bend, making up for his previous mistake, you could say.
2 outs now. Runner advances to second as Cahill steps in, the second baseman. Parisi, a strike call on the breaking ball, 0-1. Carter checks on the runner at second. Keeping him honest over there with 2 outs. Strike call, 0-2. Cahill's got to buckle down here.
Cahill already 1 for 1.
Trying to do the same thing here, possibly get a second run home for Great Valley. Parisi's pitch is in the dirt. Sigernick dances over there at second. Parisi not bothered.
Yeah, focuses on the batter here.
Stevie goes to third again. Drew's got that one, and the play is made. Nice play by Stevie. Nice play by Drew at third to apply the tag, and the Longhorns are out of the inning. 1 run scores, however. Great Valley takes the lead 1-0. We'll head to the bottom of the third here at Unionville.
Now batting for the Longhorns, number 14, left fielder, Connor Brooks.
Connor Brooks finds himself back in the lineup today after a little bit of time off, we'll call it.
Yeah, but the last time we saw him, he got a hit.
Waits on a breaking ball in the first pitch, 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Brooks.
You gotta say him. Those are 2 good pitches right down the middle.
Swing and a miss. So Connor's down on 3 pitches, and then that brings up Grant Hyman.
Number 17, right fielder, Grant Hyman.
I think this might be one of Grant's first home at-bats.
Might be. We were on a road trip there for a while. He pops one up behind the plate, catcher off with the mask. That's Carr, and he makes the catch. That brings up Jack Regany.
Center fielder, Jack Regany.
And for a guy like Metric, the Great Valley pitcher who's been rolling through this Unionville order, last thing you want to do is give him a nice quick inning here. 4 pitches, and he's already gotten 2 outs.
Well, the best contact the Longhorns have made off of him was Regany in his first at-bat. Jack bunts there, foul ball.
Interesting. We were just talking about how Unionville doesn't like the bunt. There they are, Jack trying to drag one down the third baseline. If there's a guy to do it, it would be him.
Right.
With his speed.
Right. And he easily would have beat that one out had it stayed fair.
You got to get something going against Metric. Again, you said he's really had the only good contact today and the only hit.
Swings and misses at that one. He's behind 0-2 here. Reckon he rarely strikes out, so for that to happen here would certainly be a surprise. 2 outs, 0-2, bottom 3, pitches high. 1-0 Great Valley if you're just joining us.
Yeah, on that last one, Metric definitely put some extra gas on it. He can get up there.
Certainly can, and Jack grounds it back to Metric, who makes the play. 1-2-3 go the Longhorns in the bottom of the third rather quickly, and Great Valley will hit when we come back in the top of the fourth, and they lead 1-0.
Now batting for Great Valley, second baseman Cahill.
Well, in a 1-0 Great Valley affair, we have good news come across the sports pipeline. LeBron's going to return on Tuesday, likely tomorrow against the Knicks. He's likely to come back from his injury, so okay. Will Cunningham says the Lakers are trash. Thank you for your input, Will. Cahill lines that one into left. The ball's hit pretty well. Brooks is back. It gets over his head. Couple bounces and off the wall. Cahill into second. He's in there standing.
Yeah, Cahill has seen Parisi really well today, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's
certainly has.
Really hard hit baseballs.
That brings up the catcher, Carr. See, now I hope LeBron and the Lakers just rampage through the playoffs just to prove Will wrong.
Oh, he said they're worse than the Knicks right now, which technically, record-wise, true.
I mean, record-wise, they're worse than the Knicks, but they're not a worse team. I think we probably all can agree on this, though. Sixers, title, right?
I have no opinion. I just don't want to, jinx it.
Will gives a thumbs up. Al doesn't want to jinx it.
I think Will's on the same page with me.
Which I wholeheartedly understand. Strike there from Carter, 0-2. He is ahead, 1-1. Excuse me. He's got on Carr, the catcher. Cahill dances off second.
A lot of bunting from Great Valley today. We've seen everybody, but you got their speedy leadoff guys, or their catcher. Everybody's got to get one down.
There's the bunt again. Cahill will not advance. Carter goes to first, so that's exactly what you want if you're the Longhorns.
Right, really smart awareness from Parisi there. His first thought was, where's the runner on second, Cahill going? Realized it wasn't going anywhere, at least held him at second base and got himself a free out.
Yeah, not great base running by Cahill there, I'll say. If you know your guy's gonna bunt, as soon as he puts it on the ground, you got to be off. Especially trying to go from second to third, as that one is popped up into left, and Brooks makes a nice running catch in foul territory. Cahill won't advance. 2 outs, and Brooks has had a nice day in left so far.
Yep, 2 catches so far.
Cristinzio.
That play was especially impressive for Connor Brooks.
Here comes Crescenzio, number 10. Righty-righty matchup for Carter. First pitch, fastball in there for strike one.
And who knows if Carsey would execute that bunt. I mean, theoretically, that could have been a sac fly if Cahill was at third. That fly ball to Brooks.
Pitch number 2 is low, 1-1. Parisi's 60th offering of the day upcoming. It's a strike, and he is one strike away from working his way around a leadoff double. Fastball low, 2-2.
Yeah, I remember in the first inning I said that maybe the umpire would be giving Carter some calls at the knees. It doesn't look like that has stood true past that first.
We'll see if he goes back to that fastball here. He does, and it is lined into center, but Regani's there. So Great Valley strands Cahill at second. They don't score in the inning, and we're flying along here at Unionville. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Great Valley. Sean Madsen starts us off here in the bottom of the fourth. We just spent some time talking basketball. Will gave us some LeBron imitations.
Yeah, and I know, Nick, you're a LeBron fan, but I'll say you got to give Will some respect.
Yeah.
I think he got you in that round.
Madsen grounds one back to Metric, who makes a nice play. Flips to first for out number 1.
Yeah, nice play there from Metric.
That brings up Stevie Thomas.
Stevie Thomas!
Unionville dugout makes some noise for their catcher. Takes the first pitch, 1-0. Stevie fouls one off. Breaking ball upstairs, 2-1 to Thomas. The count to Stevie as he tries to serve as a base runner for the Longhorns in the bottom of the fourth, of which they've had very few today.
Yeah, only one. That was the first batter of the ball game.
Takes a strike there on the inside part of the plate, full count. Grounder up the middle. It'll be the shortstop. Bobbles it and will not come up with it. So an E6. And Stevie is on board, bringing up Ben Bachelari in the cleanup spot.
First baseman, Ben Bachelari. Courtesy runner number 11, Matt McCluskey, taking over at first for the Longhorns.
Unionville also, Nick, going with some speed on the base pass, trying to give themselves a chance to get that run back and tie this one up.
It'll be Matt McCluskey courtesy running for Stevie. It's normally Grant Hyman, but he's in the lineup today, so it'll be McCluskey. Ben swings and misses, and he's down 0-2.
Ben, one of 3 Longhorns that struck out with a runner on third. Trying to maybe make up for that.
Yep, it was him, Stevie, and Mattson. And out is the call at first, as Metric gets McCluskey over there. Might not have touched the bag. So, unfortunate for the Longhorns.
Yeah, it's tough for McCluskey. I mean, we've seen runners get picked off before with that lefty move. You can't tell whether he's going to the plate or to the bag that you're at. And that's the advantage Metric has on the base runners. And, you know, Unionville finally gets a runner, and now it's gone.
Bachelari swings and misses, so in a way, the Longhorns go down 1-2-3 in that inning. And we will head to the 5th. It remains 1-0 Great Valley.
Designated hitter, Zielinski.
Carter Parisi, who was allowed 1 run through 4 frames, will go back to work in the 5th. It'll be the top of the order. Zielinski will lead things off. 62 pitches to Carter's name. Could be his last inning of work, depending on how this goes, Al.
Yeah, that's certainly going to be the question. I think that he could definitely go another, should he get through a clean 5th inning.
He's been sharp today. He's allowed base runners, but obviously hasn't allowed too many runs, and he's ahead 0-2 on Zielinski.
Yeah, only 1 for Carter. I think the fact that the offense has 0 makes that look much worse than it is.
The 0-2 outside. Stevie liked the pitch, however.
Yeah, good
1-2. Zielinski rolls it over. Parisi, nice play to field it with the glove and flip it to Ben at first. 1 out.
Carter showing some of his infield defense that we've seen at 2nd and at 3rd there on the mound. Here comes the other guy in this lineup. That's hit Carter pretty hard. Curtis.
Curtis has been a problem today. Parisi with a first pitch strike on the lower inside part with the breaking ball.
Well, if he's getting that, Curtis is going to have a tough day.
That one's upstairs, 1-1. Speeds him up with a fastball, and it's fouled off, so Carter is ahead 1-2. One and two, breaking ball low and outside.
Yeah, I think he might go back to the fastball here.
That last one was a waste pitch for sure. He does go back to the fastball, and swinging and missing at it is Curtis. 2 outs.
Right fielder, Namath.
Grounder up the middle, it'll be Daly. He fields it and throws to first. Parisi with a 1-2-3 frame in the fifth. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth, and we are knotted at a 1-0 Great Valley lead.
Now batting for your Unionville Longhorns, designated hitter Scott Henson.
Scott Hansen will start things off for the Longhorns as they try to fight back. Down 1-0, have not been able to produce much on the offensive side so far.
Yeah, 1 hit and a combined 2 base runners so far for Unionville. That has to improve.
Hansen swings and gets a piece of the first pitch. It caught Carr in the face mask. You hope he's all right. Seems like he is. His manager will make sure. Hansen fouls off the second pitch. First baseman gives it a look, but it's out of play. 0-2. Metric looking for another strikeout. Will not get it there. 1-2.
Yeah, he's gone up in a lot of these counts, and that's probably a reason for all these Ks.
Certainly could be. Hansen gets a piece of pitch number 4 of the at-bat and fouls it off, staying alive. Metric's windup is not quite there. 2-2.
Metric about to hit his 50th pitch only.
Hansen fly ball into right. Backpedaling is the right fielder, and he makes the catch, 1 away, as Metric hits the 50 pitch mark, and that brings up Tiernan Daly.
Second baseman, Tiernan Daly.
Stop playing with a boss like that. I don't react well when you talk like that. Put the money on the phone, then call right back. I don't really want to do this.
Daly takes a first pitch strike.
Tiernan went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Tiernan takes strike 2. Didn't love that one. Bit low. Gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Fouls another one off. Tiernan stays alive, still 0-2. Al, if you're Unionville, Metric, only 54 pitches so far, so you're certainly going to want to make him work. Tiernan is doing that, but he's down on strikes there. Carr makes the throw to first, so another strikeout for Metric, bringing up Drew Del Calo.
Yeah, you're going to take pitches that aren't in the zone like that one.
Third baseman, Drew Del Calo.
And Nick, I'm okay if guys just start taking some pitches to make Metric at least work a little bit for these outs.
Del Calo, who struck out his first time up, is up again, and he takes a first pitch breaking ball, and it was the ball. That ball's in the dirt. Drew's ahead 2-0. Drew swings and misses, and Carr got caught in the face mask again. Shakes it off. Just not really his day back there, Al.
Yes, more specifically, not his inning.
Right. Same
Staying
thing
tough, though,
happened in
behind
the
there.
first at bat when Hansen was up. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just hanging in there, though.
Certainly has. Catcher's often some of the toughest kids in the team, so you expect him to stick in there after stuff like that happens. But 2 in the same inning, you know, obviously unfortunate. But Drew, with a 2-1 count on him, will zone back in here. The pitch in there for strike 2.
And Metric 1 pitch away from getting through 5, only throwing 60 pitches.
His 60th pitch is fouled off by Del Calo, making him work.
And they didn't have more at-bats like this. Even if Drew doesn't get on here, at least you're making Metric throw more than 2 or 3 pitches.
Right. Connor Brooks waits on deck. The pitch to Drew was fouled off again, so there you go, Al.
Yeah, we'll keep taking foul balls, anything to drive his pitch count up.
Drew swings and misses, so he is down on strikes for the second time. And Metric has been electric. He's through 5. We will go to the 6th, 1-0 Great Valley.
Now batting for Great Valley, first baseman, Sigarnik.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch by Sigarnik. Parisi back out there for his 6th frame of work, 73 pitches to his name. Sigarnik lines 1 to Matson, fields it on 2 hops. Throw to first is not in time. Sigarnik runs it out, so a leadoff base runner for Great Valley.
Yeah, just a little bit too softly there
Pitcher,
for Madsen to make a play. You can tell he didn't know if that ball was going to take another hop or whether he should have charged it at the moment.
So Metric coming off his, so far up to this point, 5 innings of 1 hit, no run baseball on the mound. We'll try to continue the offense here in the 6th for his team. Boost his own advantage. Parisi low, 1 ball, no strikes. Another bunt. Del Calo fields, slips in the attempt to go to second, but gets the out at first. Way to find an out there by Drew.
Baseman, Cahill.
Yeah, really nice job by Drew. I mean, he's able to make a nice throw over there to first base even after he slipped, but this is the guy you got to get out if you're Carter.
Yep.
Cahill has 2 hits, one being for extra bases, and you have a runner in scoring position.
The second baseman, like you said, Al ripped a double his last time up. Got left on second, though. Carter starts things off with a strike.
And you feel like the next run is going to be so decisive, whether that's a second for Great Valley or the tying one for Unionville. Because even though it's 1-0 right now, it really does feel more than that, the way the Longhorns have been hitting today.
Strike there. Carter ahead 1-2. As Sigarnik draws a little bit of attention over there at second. Carter, obviously, like you said, Al, got to focus on Cahill here.
Yeah, interesting. He tried to bunt there. You already got him over to second.
Cahill hits 1-2. Drew at third, bobbles it. Quick throw to first. Bachelari with a nice pick. That is a big play by Ben for out number 2.
Catcher, Carr.
Yeah, that saves an error and potentially even a run. And a big out number 2 there for Carter, as he's now thrown 80 pitches.
Del Calo, a big arm. That's why he's over there at third. He can get it across the diamond pretty easily, but when it's in the dirt like that, sometimes difficult to field. Bachelari did a great job there for the second out of the frame. That brings up the catcher, Carr, who rips one right to Matson, who fields it on a pick. Over to first in time. Great fielding by the Longhorns, gets them out of the sixth. Pitcher's duel, it remains 1-0 Great Valley.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 inning stretch, so, yep, all ready. So for those of you who are here, you probably know this. If you aren't from this area, just sing along. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for this home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2. Okay, you know what? No. You know what? I'm gonna put a spin on this. Ready? Here. We are Unionville Longhorns! For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. They're out at the whole ball game. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go rest my voice.
Well, that's always the hardest thing to follow up when Will gives his rendition of the Take Me Out to the Ball game here.
Well, Nick, if there's anything that's going to get the offense going,
Right.
would have to be that. Well, if we score this inning, it's because of you.
Every time he does that, he puts Harry Carey in a bag. Wrigley who? Connor Brooks, meanwhile, in the batter's box. Brooks swings and misses 0-2. Brooks grounded to third, stays in play, and the play is made by number 24, Curtis, over there at third base. That brings up Grant Hyman.
Yeah, we've seen Del Calo with a couple of strong arm plays there at third. That was a very nice play by Curtis.
Hyman popped up in his last frame. Another grounder back to metric. We've had a few of those in the last couple frames. 2 outs.
Yeah, and that's speed being taken off the base paths as well.
Regany takes upstairs 1-0, the only hit of the ball game for the Longhorns coming off the bat of number 7.
Yeah, and he was the first batter of the ball game, so besides him leading things off, he's faced the minimum metric.
Fastball there for strike 1. Regany thought about biting on that one, but didn't. Might have been a good idea.
It's all right, though. That's why you get 3. I think
Jack's ahead 3-1.
Yeah, I think the Longhorns, Nick, would do anything for a base runner, especially it being Regany.
Regany grounder to short, and it eats up the shortstop. So they get that base runner. Sean Matson comes up with the dish.
Shortstop, Sean Matson.
Regany steals second, meanwhile. And I believe a balk was called, as Matson will take his bag at first, bringing up Stevie Thomas with 2 out and 2 on. Intentionally walk, actually.
Catcher Stevie Thomas.
Yeah, let's not act like if you're Great Valley, the guy behind Matson can't do damage.
Right.
Stevie more than capable of getting the job done.
Hopefully Stevie takes this personally. You hear the Unionville dugout certainly has. Regany takes off and steals third easily. Doesn't even draw a throw. Tying run for the Longhorns, 90 feet away.
Matson might be taking off here.
Stevie takes a strike, 2-1. It's been a pitcher's duel up to this point. Mano, who's got the better stuff between Parisi and Metric. Parisi's made 1 inning's worth of mistakes as Thomas hits that into right. It'll drop. 1 run scores. Matson rounding third. He'll hustle home and score. Thomas into third with a triple. Longhorns take the lead.
Well, I'll go back to what I said, Nick. My man to my right, Will Cunningham.
First baseman.
Great Valley will talk things over with their guy, Metric, who Unionville finally jumps on here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs.
That's what happens when you got a PA man putting energy into this team.
Thank Will Cunningham, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly, look at that.
Courtesy runner number 11, Matt McCluskey, taking over at third base for the Longhorns. That's a big boy! That's a big boy!
Matt McCluskey takes over for Stevie at third as a courtesy runner, as Stevie gets welcomed home by his dugout very, very warmly, and it'll be Ben Bacciolari stepping in with a runner on third. So a chance for Unionville to add even more insurance here heading into the top of the 7th.
Yeah, but what a hit by Stevie. What a big-time hit.
Absolutely, just went opposite way with it and just snuck it right inside that right field line. Right fielder had no chance at it. Bacciolari takes another ball, 2-1.
Yeah, but we said you can walk Madsen, but Stevie is more than capable of doing the job himself, and he clutched up in a big spot there with 2 outs. Hit it over. Everybody said nearly hit it out of the ballpark.
Ben swings and misses 2-2. When you intentionally walk a guy in that situation, you're probably either going to regret it or, love yourself for it. And in that case, Travis Turgeon, Great Valley manager, certainly regrets it.
Absolutely. I mean, now, little did you know, Great Valley's down to their last 3 outs.
Right. Now he enters the 7th inning with a lead instead of maybe a tie.
And good for Carter to be in line for a win.
Absolutely, as Bachelari fouls that ball off.
And that's all it really takes. You string a couple of runners aboard. Regling reaches on an error. They walk Madsen, just one big hit.
Ben leaves that one upstairs. He's got a full count. Metric's 85th pitch incoming. Ben gets a piece of it, stays alive. McCluskey waiting to get home over there at third, itching to get home.
And Ben just looking to keep the line moving for Scott.
Swing and a miss. Ben is down on strikes. However, Unionville adds 2 in the inning and takes the lead. We will go to the 7th. Unionville 3 outs away.
Today's game. Give it up for the kid in the classic Unionville jersey, number 10. Give it up for Drew. Defensive substitution for the Unionville Longhorns. Taking over at first base, number 10, J.J. Williams. Pitch hitting for Great Valley, number 29, Nad Wadney.
Nadwane will pinch hit for Great Valley. Parisi tries to finish this one off, and he's off to a good start with a strike on pitch number 1.
And a chance to get a second complete game. This one could be a complete game against the home
Nadway
team.
from his knees swings and pops one up to Drew, who makes the catch at third for out number 1. 2 outs away are the Longhorns.
And I'm just glad, Nick, that Carter is in line for a win in this game. He thoroughly deserved it.
He's been fantastic. It's been a pitcher's duel the whole way. A 1-on-1, and he's in position now, 2 outs away from coming out on top. Standing in between him and that right now is Crestinzio, the 9-hole hitter for this Great Valley club today. It'll be him and then Zielinski, and hopefully not any more, as that ball is grounded to Tiernan at second, who makes the play. 1 out away from 10-6 are the Longhorns.
Designated hitter, Zielinski.
Yeah, in last inning it was Unionville that rallied with 2 outs. You hope Great Valley doesn't do the same.
Zielinski, the last hope for Great Valley, takes a first pitch ball. Every pitch a high pressure scenario for both sides. Carter's down 2-0.
You just got to find one here. Don't want to go down 3-0 and get near a walk here.
He does just that. Parisi going to have to make some pitches here, and he will talk it over with his catcher.
Yeah, I think Stevie realizes that as well.
Fastball in there for a strike. Parisi stays alive in the count, 3-1.
2 more.
Rolls over. It'll be Matson. Ball gets off the bag. And the winning run will come to the dish for Great Valley. Tough break there for the Longhorns.
Third baseman Curtis.
Yeah, and it'll be Curtis who has a double in this game. Yeah, not what you want there. You get a ground ball. Could possibly have been the end of the game there. Just unlucky.
If that one hadn't gotten the bag, shortstop Matson certainly would have had a better chance at it. But Carter is in there with the first pitch of the at-bat with a breaking ball strike, 0-1. He's ahead.
Right, and you just got to keep throwing strikes here. Trust yourself, trust your defense.
Swing and a miss. 1 strike away.
All right, now he has some options here. 0-2. We'll see what he goes with here. We'll see what Stevie asks for.
The crowd will tell you what happens.
There you go.
2-1 your final here at Unionville. Khaled's in the air, and Al, you know what I say. Biggest win of the season for the Longhorns right there.
Yeah, and Carter Parisi back-to-back complete games. He has been absolutely incredible on this pitching staff lately, and this could potentially be a big find for Unionville heading into the back end of the season and possibly into the playoffs.
Like you said, the playoffs are around the corner, and this was a big one for Unionville to get today against Great Valley. It was a fight all the way, but ultimately the Longhorns, behind the arm of Carter Parisi, come out on top. Thank you for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. For Nick Evans, Alex Harkins, Will Cunningham. Wow, really, really big game for the Longhorns, and we will be back on Wednesday. Have a nice night, everybody.